Asterisk, asterisk, the cursed mirror of Ravenswood Manor, asterisk, asterisk. In the remote village of Ravenswood, nestled in the misty hills, stood an old manor known for its eerie reputation. Ravenswood Manor was once a luxurious estate, but over time it had fallen into decay. The grand halls were now empty, and the opulent furnishings were covered in dust. The most infamous feature of the manor was an ornate mirror that hung in the grand ballroom, a mirror said to be cursed. Legend had it that the mirror had belonged to Lady Isabella Ravenswood, the last of the manor's illustrious family. Lady Isabella was a beautiful woman who lived in the 19th century. She was known for her grace and charm, but she had a dark secret. She had been deeply in love with a man named Thomas, but he had disappeared under mysterious circumstances on the night of their engagement. Devastated by the loss, Isabella was said to have become obsessed with the mirror, believing it held the answers to Thomas's fate. One cold winter's night, Isabella vanished without a trace, and the manor was abandoned. Since then, the mirror was said to reflect not just the present, but also glimpses of the past. Locals spoke of seeing strange figures in the mirror's surface and hearing soft, mournful whispers emanating from the ballroom. Years later, a paranormal investigator named Laura arrived in Ravenswood. Intrigued by the stories surrounding the cursed mirror, she was determined to uncover the truth. Equipped with her camera, a notebook, and a variety of ghost hunting tools, Laura made her way to the manor. As the sun began to set, the manor loomed in the twilight, its broken windows like empty eyes staring into the darkness. Laura entered through the creaking front door and made her way to the grand ballroom. The room was filled with cobwebs, and the once splendid chandelier hung like a skeletal frame from the ceiling. The mirror stood at the far end of the room, its ornate frame intricately carved, but tarnished with age. Laura set up her equipment and began her investigation. As she approached the mirror, she felt a sudden chill and heard a faint, sorrowful melody. She took out her camera and started photographing the mirror, capturing its cracked surface and the shadows that seemed to dance behind it. As Laura observed the mirror through the viewfinder, she noticed something strange. The reflections were not just of the room, but also of a woman and a beautiful dressed Lady Isabella. The figure was not quite solid, but seemed to move gently, as if trapped between the past and the present. Determined to communicate, Laura set up a spirit box and began asking questions. "Lady Isabella, can you hear me?" she asked. The spirit box crackled to life. "Help find him." Laura's heart raced. "Who do you need help finding?" "Thomas," the voice whispered, filled with despair. Laura's mind raced as she searched for clues. She explored the manor, examining old letters and documents she found hidden in the dusty corners of the house. Among them, she discovered a love letter from Thomas to Isabella, written on the night of their engagement. The letter revealed that Thomas had been coerced into leaving town by someone jealous of their love. Laura returned to the ballroom and read the letter aloud to the mirror. "Thomas was taken away by someone who was envious of your love," she said. "I will help you find him." As she spoke, the room grew colder, and the figure of Lady Isabella appeared more clearly in the mirror. Tears of gratitude shone in her eyes. "Thank you," she whispered. Laura continued her investigation. Following the clues from the letter, she uncovered records of a rival suitor, a man named Charles, who had been deeply envious of Thomas and had manipulated the situation to force him away. Laura discovered that Charles had died in obscurity, never facing justice for his actions. Laura returned to the mirror and spoke once more. "Lady Isabella, I have found the truth. Charles is gone, but justice has been served." The reflection of Isabella's ghostly form seemed to brighten, and a serene smile appeared on her face. "Thank you. I am finally free." With that, Lady Isabella's ghost slowly faded from the mirror, her presence finally finding peace. The room seemed to lighten, and the oppressive atmosphere of the manor lifted. Laura left Ravenswood Manor with a sense of accomplishment. She wrote an article about her experience, sharing the story of Lady Isabella and the cursed mirror. The tale became a symbol of love, betrayal, and the pursuit of truth. Ravenswood Manor was eventually restored as a historical site, and the mirror was preserved as a relic of the past. Visitors came to learn about its history and to reflect on the story of Lady Isabella, the woman whose love had transcended time.